everyone, Abby here with ScrappinAbby, and I'm in the middle of another expo project for Mona Me Gabby, but I thought I would stop and kind of go ahead and do a, I guess, impromptu review or whatever on the different Jot foam mounting squares and adhesive rolls. That I did a quick video the other day after I bought them because I was really excited to find them, and I wanted to share with all of you ladies and gents out there. And thank you so much for the feedback. I did reply to most of the comments, I believe. I think I'm caught up on that video where some of you have mentioned that you've had them before and they work great and that you can currently find them. And for those that can't yet, I'm keeping all my fingers and toes crossed for you that you can find these too, because I'm really excited to have these. So I wanted to go ahead and just try using some of these. Now, normally when I work on a design team project for Mona Me Gabby, I try to use as much of their adhesive products as possible just to kind of help promote the company. So I am using their adhesive line and the tack squares, but I really wanted to add some dimension to these different layers on this card I'm working on. So I'm going to just be using a few of these different ones. I kind of wanted to play with the ones that are already kind of pre-cut, and then some of these little bit larger squares. I grabbed the circles. I wasn't sure if I'd use those or not. And then there, of course, is the roll where it's one solid roll. It's not pre-cut. I didn't grab that one. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of talk you through this. I'm not going to make this a process video or anything because it's not going to be super long. Let me just kind of zoom in a little bit here. So I'm going to go ahead and I do have my glue gun because on tube and my Beacon 3-in-1, which I have upside down on this thing of jute, because I use a combination of different types of adhesives, but I really want to focus just on the adhesive foam dots for this particular video. So I'm going to go ahead and grab, I think I will do, I'm trying to see if I want to use these bigger ones. Let's just try these larger squares here. Let's go ahead and kind of get these open real quick. Some of you ladies had mentioned to me that you had, from that video, that you had found these at your Dollar Trees, or there was another store, I can't remember if it was Dollar General, somebody said, or something like that, that you had found these like a year or so ago in your area and that you really liked them. And I thought that was awesome because I had no clue that these were even out there, even at the Family Dollars or Dollar Generals, all those other different stores that you ladies had mentioned. You probably could get away with using the smaller ones, of course, because this isn't that big of a surface. But like I said, I just kind of want to play around with the different ones and see what I can do. So let's go ahead and use, so I don't know if I can, that'll be kind of, yeah, that'll work. You know, that was going to be too much of a tight squeeze, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to use it. So I'll just put it like a little diagonal there in the center. Go ahead and peel the back sides off of this. I have about 5 Dollar Trees within about maybe 25-30 minutes of me. I have 3 that are within about 15 minutes. So those are the 3 I typically hit up when I'm just out getting groceries or something like that, you know, just real quick trips. So I'm anxious to kind of go out and about and see if I can find more of this adhesive foam for sure, because I'm really excited about having it. So you can see I have that on there, and you can also double these up if this isn't enough of a dimension for you. You could, you know, stack 2 on top or whatever. You could even put like a piece of cardboard in between, like put this down, put a piece of cardboard here, and then another adhesive foam square, and that would give you even more dimension. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this one down for now. Let's kind of put this down a little bit here because I want part of that tag to show through. Oh, I need to put this down first. Just a second, ladies. I'm going to use the adhesive roll from, or line tape from Mona Me Gabby. Just going to put this on here real quick. I thought I did that before I started the video. Sorry, because I want to make this just all about the, oh, there they are. All about the Jot lines. Now, I use, like, my favorite adhesive to use is score tape, and if you followed me for any length of time, you would know that, because I keep losing my tools on my desk because I got so much stuff on my table. You know, I have it's like a dining room size farm table. It's like a, you know, kitchen table, and it doesn't matter how big my workspace is, I always seem to find to get myself stuck in a 12 by 12 because I just put so much stuff on my table to kind of work with and inspire me. Give me just a moment, ladies. Oh, there it is. It was underneath some trim back there. What was I going to say? Oh, so score tape. And so that is paper backed double-sided tape. And of course you can tear it because it is paper. I like to still cut my things like that because it just bugs me if it's like crooked or whatever on that kind of thing. And where's I going with this? Oh, the scissors. I got these from Dollar Tree, and I just put a little bit of washi tape on there so I would know that these are my adhesive only scissors. And then I just use the alcohol. I have it in one of those, I don't have it real close by to grab it, but it was those bottles that like the doctor's offices use. I have all purple, of course, shocking, I know. And I just put that on a little bit of a cotton ball or whatever, and I just kind of clean it off once these get to be too sticky. But that's just something I do because I have a couple different pairs of these from Dollar Tree for different purposes. But just to kind of share that with you too. So let me just grab this here. This is some of that linen fabric from ScrappinAbby, and I love using this stuff. It's awesome. Comes in a bunch of different colors. I'm trying to see which way I wanted that to go. I think I want it to go this way. Yeah. Okay, let me just kind of get this tucked back underneath there a little bit, just like so. Perfect. Okay. And I'm not worried about putting too much down on that particular strip because I'm going to be adding some flowers and things once we kind of get going a little bit more. But that's going to be on the actual tutorial video for this project, which I will come back and edit this video you're going to see first. And I'll put a link in the description box below because that video is not going to get up before this one because I'm still filming it, of course. I just wanted to share this particular part with you first about using some of the foam squares that I just got. So you can see here that it's, you know, already has a lot of dimension, of course, because of the cardboard that I used on top of the cardstock itself, but it just lifts it up just a little bit. So for the next one, I'm going to even pop it up even more. Now I have some of this Punchanella, which is from ScrappinAbby. You can get this kind of stuff pretty much anywhere. This one has like a wood grain on it. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that too well. So I'm going to put this down first, and I'm just going to use, because I don't really want this particular piece to be, you know, popped up dimension-wise. So I'm just making sure I got my placement right here before I put any adhesive on that. Okay, so for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and grab a couple of the adhesive squares from ScrappinAbby because they're nice and thin, and then that'll just be perfect for this. And you can see they're kind of like a little tiny square. It's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see that little square right there. So I'm just going to put this down on a few spots here. You, of course, could use your ATG gun. You could even use your glue gun, you know, whatever you want to use for this. It's totally up to you. I just kind of want to get down here in the corner, and I think that should be enough since I'm going to be layering so many things on top of it. And let's see. I've got to line my card up here so I can make sure I'm square. Oops, got a fiber right there. Okay, so it goes this way. I just kind of want this peeking out on both of the sides as much as I can because it's just another added layer of texture, which is something I love. Now for the next piece, this here is going to go on top like that. That's how I kind of have this in my head. And I'm trying to decide if I want to tilt it, if I want to keep it, because I'm going to tilt this one. I'm not sure. Let me see what I like here real quick. Yeah, I like it tilted. So that means, you know, because I'm going to make sure I'm putting my adhesive foam squares or circles, whichever I decide to use, kind of in this general area here. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip this over. And for this one, I am going to go ahead and double these up. Let's see. Let's play with the pre-cut ones. Let's do that. Try another pack. Just to give them a whirl. Okay, so I'm trying to see where they have this started here. Looks like right there, because there's a bit of Scotch tape right here. So, oops, there we go. So on this one, I am going to go ahead and double these up. So this I don't mind tearing because this is going to get, you know, torn off. But anyway, just to explain my generosities there. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I get myself back where I'm not putting it where it's not going to meet the paper. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and double these up because I really want this particular one to kind of pop up off of the page. Now, if you have trouble, you know, taking off the backing, you can use just a pair of tweezers, which you can get from Dollar Tree or, you know, anywhere you can find things like that. And especially if you have like acrylic nails. I used to have acrylic nails before we moved. I miss them terribly, but sometimes I would have trouble getting, you know, things like this, the paper backing off, but tweezers or even your craft knife, if you feel comfortable enough using it for that purpose, that works great too. So, and see, this is, I'm just so excited about this because you get so much of this foam for just $1. And when I would buy this, whether it be through Amazon or different online craft shops, you know, websites, things like that that I like to use, you pay more than that. And even at the craft stores with your coupons and stuff. And I try to use a lot of my coupons for my Beacon 3-in-1 at Michael's or Joann's or whatever, because that's my favorite liquid adhesive to use. And that stuff isn't cheap, but it works really well. But I really like to try to use my coupons and different discounts and things for tools or certain embellishments and stuff. And so it's nice to have an inexpensive way for all of us to have more you know, options of getting adhesive bits from the Dollar Tree at a really good price. So I think it's just a really very, very pleased by this. And I do want to go ahead and put a couple in the center. Now this is probably overkill, I'm sure. You probably don't even need to use as much as I'm using as far as like on the base layer here, but I just kind of want to play with it and see. But since it's so inexpensive, it's not like you're really, you know, wasting it, because you get so much for just $1. Okay, so let's try this. Let's get this roll back over there out of the way. And so you can see that I double those up and it's real thick like that, so, which I like. Get my card squared on my grid here so I can make sure I'm angled the way I want it to be. Yeah. Okay, so I kind of want to do it like this. Oops. Sorry, guys. I do this a lot where I pick it up, move it, pick it up, and move it. I almost kind of drive myself nuts because I get so crazy about that. Look at that layer and dimension. I love that. That is just popping off the page. So much texture and the layers, and it really adds a really cool look to your projects, because it kind of lets the person who's going to see this card, and for example, this will be at the different craft expos and conventions for the rest of the year for Monami Gabby in their booth, and when you pick it up and look at it, you're seeing different layers. I'm not sure if let me turn my thing off here real quick, see if I can get a little bit closer view for you. So since it's popped up, you're kind of seeing more peaks of the different papers that are underneath here, and if it was just flat, you wouldn't see that. So that's just another really cool thing about having different layers and dimensions and things like that too. I'm just trying to get my camera to focus again. Here we go. All right, so now for the last one, I'm not sure, because I think I might want to add some other layers in between here. So let me think for just a quick second if I want to put anything underneath. I don't think I did. Let's see, I used that. And this is going to kind of go on the bottom later. Yep, I'm fine with it just like this. Actually, no, I take that back. Let me find, see if I got it on my table here. As I'm peeking through all of the different things on my table, I had a couple fibers I thought I had pulled out that I wanted to kind of wrap around. Let me look in my thing here real quick. So, let's see. I thought I had a pink one. I might have already used it actually, because I've been putting out so many, oh here, wait, is that it? No, that's not it. Because I've been putting out so many different sample projects for Expo, which is really cool because, you know, I think that's just kind of a fun thing to be able to have. Oh, here it is. I put it away an accident. To be able to, you know, create samples and stuff for the different conventions and things like that. So I'm actually going to use this pink trim here. That's really, really pretty. It's got caught up just a second. Okay, oops, sorry, ladies. I didn't mean to do that. Getting a little bit wild there, Abby. Getting a little bit crazy in the craft room today. Okay, so I just kind of want to wrap this around this one before I put it down. So let me just do that real quick here. I don't want to cover up the words. So let me just flip this around here. Let's kind of look at it here. So see if I like it. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we're going to do this here. I'm just going to wrap this around a couple different times. And something else I try to do when I'm layering like this is I just try to crisscross it, because I just like how that looks. You know, you can, of course, do what it is, whatever it is you like. I'm going to get my third hand here, which is my tape dispenser. Get my ribbon scissors here. Let's see. Okay, cut that right about there. Just give myself a little bit of breathing room just in case. And I'm going to wrap this around. I'm going to go underneath here. And then, okay. Probably should have had this done, but I think it may be kind of fun for you ladies to kind of see the creative process, I guess, for me, or kind of how I, you know, switch up things or last minute want to add things and stuff. I think it's fun when I'm watching other crafters on YouTube, just kind of how the creative mind kind of works a little bit. So that's why I thought I would do that a little bit. Because I'm trying to get back to the videos, kind of the style I did way before I got trigeminal neuralgia, of where I would, you know, kind of do more real-time talking through what I'm doing kind of a thing. And the main reason I started doing the process videos where I'm either doing a voiceover or there's, you know, it's sped up a little bit with some music, is because it's hard for me most days to talk very much because of my facial pain, but I still wanted to create and put things out there. So that's kind of why I'm trying to, you know, just kind of mix it up a little bit and kind of do all those different types of videos that I like to do too. All right, so, and I'm keeping this long on purpose because I might want to dangle a charm or something off here. So just so you know why this is still so long, I want to have that option to do that. So this particular one here, I kind of want this one, make sure I'm squared up again. I think, I hate to cover this paper, but it's so pretty. I think I want to turn it maybe just like that, or do I want it this way too? I think I'll do it like this, a little bit more of a, like that. Okay, so for this one, I'm just going to put adhesive, or the foam dots, just like right around here on that bend that I had. And all I did was I just did this to it. Sometimes I'll put Mod Podge on it and then, you know, make it that way if I want it to be a little bit. But this cardstock or paper from We Are Memory Keepers is pretty thick, so I don't need to worry about that so much. So let's use the, I think the circles might be too big. Yeah, let's go ahead and back and use these. I was trying to use each of the different ones I pulled out, but we'll just go ahead and work with what's best. Oh, something else I do too, oops, I'll grab my little bit of tape here, is I will sometimes tape this down when I have different trims like that, so they kind of stay and they don't want to slip off the bottom, especially when they're getting picked up and handled at, you know, expos and things like that, because sample projects really kind of take a beating when there's so many hands touching them and looking at them and all that. So get that off. Let me see if that's enough dimension. If I want to go a little bit higher, let's just kind of look at it and see. Just kind of want to, maybe I want it like that. Let's see. Do I like that? Or do I like this better, like I had it? So I'm going to put flowers up. Yeah, I'll do this because I'm going to put flowers up here in that corner. And I do this when I'm by myself. I talk, and well, I'm always crafting by myself, but when I'm not filming even, I still talk to myself like that. So yeah, I think I'm happy with it just being the one. There we go, because I am going to be adding some flowers up here in the corner, but you'll see that part in the actual tutorial video. So this is pretty much all I wanted this video to be, is just me kind of playing with the different adhesive foam mounting tape pieces from Dollar Tree, and it's kind of showing you how I'm going to be using them in different projects. So you can apply the same layering on a canvas, fabric, albums, tags, I mean, any banners, anything you could think of. It's you know, it's all the same kind of process. It's just the different materials or projects and things that you want to use. And look at that dimension in there. I love this. So this is really, really cool. This is what why I have trouble when I make cards to send to friends, and not trouble, but I always have to put them in like a bigger, like a bubble envelope or something, or include it in a small box if I'm putting in a few extra goodies or something, because I make my cards so thick and chunky, which I like that. So it's just kind of fun. So I hope you ladies enjoyed this quick video and kind of a little bit of a peek into kind of the creative process for me as far as putting something together. And I agree with all the ladies who commented on my video that have this or have had it, the different, let me just bring out the one that's not open so I don't make a big mess, of the different Jot foam mounting tapes and strips and everything. So this gets a double thumbs up for me because I love it, and I'm definitely going to go out and try to find some more so I can add this to my stash. So I will see you ladies next time. Happy scrapping, happy planning, happy crafting, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!